Hello and welcome to this edition of Tips and Tricks. Now today I'm going to be talking about the best go-to drop shot bait colors. Now there's a lot of drop shot baits out there and a lot of things people like to use as a drop shot bait. I mean, you have robo worms, you have finesse worms, you have specifically made drop shot worms and all that. And mine of course is the Sticko. But today I'm talking about the best colors to use, independent of what bait you like to use, just the color choice. As I said, I already did one on why I think the Sticko is one of the best you can use for drop shot. But anyway, that's another video I did that's up. You can go look for it. It was just like a couple weeks ago. But anyway, today I'm talking about the best colors. Because you gotta admit, most of the worms you get come in like Stickos, 55 colors. I think even Senko's in that, 55 colors. Robo, I mean, they have like 20, 30, 40 different colors. And to me, the more colors you have, it's more of a distraction. I mean, cut it down to like 10 or less. Some of my baits, hard baits and stuff like that, I only use like 5 or 6 colors. And here in the drop shot colors, I actually only use 8. Now trust me, I have tons of these things laying around with lots of colors that I tried. I said Sticko has 55 colors. I probably tried at least 30 of them. But other than these 8 I'm going to show you, they just didn't really work. I tried them right along when I was catching fish on these colors and they just didn't perform, they didn't get bites, and so they look good to me, but looking good to a human or a fisherman compared to looking good to a bass is a totally different thing. So like I said, I've tried a lot. It's not like I just said, oh, I'm picking these and this is all I'm going to fish. No, I went through a lot of choices and choices and choices. And like I said, I have a lot of them laying around that I just don't use anymore because they just didn't work. All right, let's just get into what colors I think are your best go-to colors for a drop shot. Actually, I have 8 of them here. They're kind of from dark to medium to light. Like I said, I fished 10 different lakes. I've also fished Clear Lake and Delta when I did the tournaments. And these colors have worked in every single lake. So, okay, here we go. First off, I don't have this one in the little worm because I'm out of them. Brown grape. Not brown purple. I always say brown purple, but I mean brown grape. Grape and purple are totally, grape's a lot darker, but brown grape. Kind of like your margarita mutilator color from RoboWorm, which is a hugely popular color. But that's the first one, brown grape. Dark color. Second one is straight black and red. Just straight black and red. I know a lot of people use black and blue, but I just found black and red works. They have a lot of them that black and red with a laminate with some other color. But I found that just straight black and red works all the time. Dependent. You know, I choose these usually according to watercolor and the visibility of the stain. But even then, sometimes I'll start off with a color I think they'll work in that, and then I'm surprised that something I don't think will work. But all right, sorry, a little side note there. Let's get back to this. Now, I know a lot of people like to use green pumpkin. I use green pumpkin, but the best green pumpkin I found is green pumpkin blue flake. Green pumpkin blue flake. I mean, it's got pepper in it too. It's basically green pumpkin pepper blue flake. But they have green pumpkin in a lot of different flakes in that. But this works better than other flakes I've used in it, and just the straight green pumpkin pepper. So green pumpkin blue flake. And here's another darker colored one, but pumpkin purple swirl. It's basically pumpkin pepper purple swirl. Sometimes this is the only thing they want. And I like this color because I just think it looks really similar to a natural nightcrawler. Those pumpkins, the purples, just, I don't know, but usually when they're on, where I go to Pinot and they're on a nightcrawler bite, I catch a lot of them on this pumpkin purple swirl. There's your fourth color. That one's sort of a medium color in my mind. And then here's another one too. Watermelon candy. Old school. I said most of these are very old school colors, but I'm an old school guy. But they work and they work and they work. But yeah, watermelon candy. This is actually it's sort of a watermelon light green pumpkin laminate, but it's got the purple, green, and blue candy flakes in it. But watermelon candy. Really sleeper color, guys. And here's another one. This one doesn't actually have the chartreuse tail. This is another old school one. I kind of got out of this one. I'm kind of getting back into using it because it's worked so good when I first started using the drop shot. But pumpkin pepper, but with a chartreuse tail. This doesn't have the little chartreuse tail, but again, old school. Pumpkin pepper chartreuse tail. Not as fancy as all these other colors that you see, all these laminates and all other stuff. Just straight pumpkin pepper with the chartreuse tail. I don't know why, but it works, and it consistently works. Anyway, it's such an old school color. Now getting into sort of the lighter ones. This is one I use a lot. You'll see it in my videos a lot. It's sort of a smoke, clear smoke, but it's got blue, gold, and black flake in it. I don't know how well these colors are going to show up, but I'll try to zoom in so you guys can see it better. But yeah, it's basically a light smoke, black, blue, and gold flake. It's just a very, very consistent color for me. And lastly, this is more sort of the Morning Dawn, the lighter pink color in that. But this is another one that works really good for me. This, I call it lavender shad. It's got a little bit of lavender on the top laminate. And it's basically just a really light, clear, light smoke on the bottom. But it's got a silver flake in it, silver and black flake. And that's it. Those are my go-to colors. I said I used to have so many more in my box. I probably had 25 colors in my box. But over time in fishing them, I came down to these 8 here being my go-to in any situation. Whatever the stain is, whatever the water looks like, these are the ones that always catch me fish. And the way I did that is I'd start catching them on the color, you know, like the brown grape, something. Oh, okay. They like the brown grape, or I'd get a few bites, or I'd get something on something else, and I'm like, all right, well, they like that, let me see if they like this. Oh, I got this new color, let me check that, and oh, okay, well, let me check this new color. And I said it just came down to the fact that the other 15 that I had in my box, whatever, I just got rid of because they just sat there, they were taking up space. I could have had more room for more of the ones that work, because I was filling up with space of stuff that just didn't pan out. I said it looked good, it seemed like it worked, but consistently over time, it didn't catch me fish and didn't give me bites. So I just said, all right, you're out of here, buddy. Not using you anymore. So yeah, there you go. My top go-to drop shot bait colors. I said you can get them, you know, any bait or any style you have confidence in. It's a worm or a specific drop shot bait or whatever. Colors similar to this, because they have so many colors. I'm sure you can find them. Let me do a little quick overview right now and just go through them really quick. Brown grape, straight black red flake, green pumpkin pepper, blue flake, pumpkin purple swirl, watermelon candy, pumpkin pepper chartreuse tail. Just pretend this is chartreuse on the bottom. Basically light smoke, black, blue, and gold flake. And lastly, this lavender. It's got lavender on top. It's clear with some silver and black flake in it. So there you go, guys. Use these colors and use it. Just take them and try them out for a day and rotate through them. I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 of them will catch you a lot of fish, or maybe even some of them, because of the color, will catch you bigger fish. There we go. My top 8 go-to drop shot bait colors. I hope this helped. Until next time.